Well, another West Bonner County School Board meeting appears to have been canceled for the same reason as last week. Trustee Troy Reinbold made it known he would not be attending tonight's meeting, which was rescheduled from last week after he failed to show up then. Lame Duck District Superintendent Brandon Durst posted this afternoon. I can confirm on Monday, Trustee Reinbold informed me he would not be available for a meeting today. Durst said he'd let Trustee Margaret Hall know about it, but later said we can still meet and we'll see if he shows up. That means they, once again, would not have enough trustees in attendance for a quorum should they decide to meet tonight. They need at least 3 of the 5, and since 2 were recalled last month, well, that just means all 3 have to show up to make it a quorum. So this obviously leaves West Bonner parents, teachers, and voters with a lot of questions. For example, this one that we always ask: state law requires regular monthly meetings of school board trustees on a designated day, on a predetermined week, like let's say the first Wednesday of each month or the third Thursday, that kind of stuff. So here we are in the middle of last week of September. There hasn't been a school board meeting in the West Bonner County School District since last month. The meeting scheduled for September 1st, canceled. Same for the one on September 6th because the recall election had yet to be certified. Last week's meeting, canceled as we mentioned, and here we are with this meeting scheduled for this week tonight at 6 o'clock. That would be Pacific time, 7 o'clock our time. What happens if they don't get a meeting in before Sunday, October 1st? Not sure. Can someone like the county sheriff compel Trustee Reinbold to show up? After all, he is an elected official, and these are a big part of his duties, being present for meetings so the board can conduct business. Well, we asked these questions of the Idaho School Board Association and Trustee Margaret Hall. We have yet to hear back from Trustee Hall, but the ISBA told us, well, they kind of have the same questions we do when it comes to this stuff. Quinn Perry telling us, I honestly can't say what would or wouldn't happen if they don't have a regular meeting. But again, it is preventing the board from carrying out its important business, like approving bills, payroll, contracts. Teachers, by the way, still working without a contract up in the West Bonner County School District. It would also be preventing from holding due process hearings on student discipline and employee issues. She also added, I also have no idea if someone could compel the missing trustee to attend. However, they can call in on the phone, or maybe they can Zoom in. That would count as them being there. It seems like that could be an option, but as she said, quote, we're operating in weird circumstances here. So I guess we'll just see what happens tonight. After all, Trustee Reinbold, he could call in, he could show up, because they have some big things to consider, like paying bills, as mentioned, declaring 2 board seats vacant so they can start the process to fill them, and of course the big ticket item, likely to decide if they want to accept Superintendent Durst's resignation immediately or have him remain in place for a bit. I guess, again, we'll kind of know in about an hour and a half or so.